Nelson here, and this is the first video of a series of videos lessons that are designed to teach a novice or very beginner or a newbie how to play golf. And we have Jaden here to give our demonstration. So let's get right into it. First, first lesson to teach somebody is not to necessarily take them straight to the range where they have to hit a full shot. But we're going to start from a short swing and then build on that short swing and all the way till we get to the full swing. And of course, the shortest swing is the putt, so we're going to learn how to hit a 3 or 4 foot putt today. And there are 6 things to teach a brand new golfer when it comes to putting. And if you try to teach them more than 6 things, or these 6 basic principles, again, you pretty much overwhelm the student. So we're going to try to keep it simple and keep it to the things that only really matter. So that first thing is we're going to teach the student how to grip the club. And there are many, many grips out there. There's as many grips as Carter has little liver pills. So the only thing to really remember to teach the student is to make sure that the grip is comfortable that they take and that the thumbs are going straight down the front of the shaft or straight down the front of the grip. And most grips have a little flat spot on them where the thumbs rest comfortably or naturally, so the student probably won't have much of a time learning how to do that. Refining the grip will come in later lessons. The second thing to do is to ensure that the student's head stays steady through the whole putt. And in fact, one of the things to help convey this to the student is to tell them to listen for the golf ball to go into the hole, not to see the golf ball go into the hole. So if we take a look here, and let's get up to where we're about ready to hit a putt, and let's clear. Let's put another circle on Jaden's head here, and we will see, we'll scrub through this video and we'll see in slow motion that Jaden's head stays down. He's still looking down as the golf ball goes in the hole. So his head is really nice and really steady through this whole putt stroke. The next is to teach the student that his left wrist stays firm or doesn't break through the stroke. And if we take a look at Jaden, he has an angle here between his wrist and the putter head. And if you can see, he rocks his shoulders and doesn't putt with his hands. And that angle stays the same. He doesn't flip with his left wrist. The putter head doesn't go past his left wrist. He's actually not, all he's doing is rocking his shoulders back and forth. And you can see that again, back and forth. Back and forth, and the left wrist stays nice and firm. The next thing to convey is that we want to make the backswing as short as possible. And that means that you want to keep it as short as possible while making it long enough to get the golf ball to the hole. And as you can see, Jaden takes it back here about 6 to 8 inches and then putts it through, goes through about the same distance as the golf ball goes in the hole. So again, keep the putting stroke as short as possible, but long enough to get the golf ball to the hole. And then finally, what we want to do is have a 2-count putting stroke, or a cadence or a tempo to the putting stroke that's the same for every putt. So in this situation, what I do is I teach the students to actually count out loud, 1, 2, or tick, tock, or rock, roll, but something that counts to 2 as the golf ball goes in. So let's see this putting stroke in its entirety. We'll scrub it back to the beginning and watch how Jaden makes this 4 or 5 putt. Takes his practice swing, keeping his head nice and still, gets over the golf ball, sets up, and then he takes his stroke. Tick, tock. That's his cadence and his timing. So we're going to do that again. Gets over the golf ball, tick, tock on the practice stroke, uses that exact same cadence on his regular stroke, rock, roll, and the golf ball goes in. So my suggestion is never to take too many lessons, but to take enough lessons. I generally recommend about a lesson a week, and with a lot of practice in between the lessons so that they are actually worthwhile and that you can go to your instructor and with good solid questions. And you should always have homework in between. And in this situation, the goal would be to learn how to make 5 3-foot putts in a row or 5 4-foot putts in a row, depending on the student. But the goal, have a goal in between your lessons. And as this is our very first lesson, that's what we want to do. And again, to review, what we want to do is make sure that the student is taking the right grip, and that's pretty much any comfortable grip. The thumbs are going straight down the shaft or straight down the putter grip. To focus on keeping the head still, and of course the best way to communicate that to the student is to have an iPhone camera or an iPad, something where you can immediately show the student how his stroke looks, and the student himself can take a look and see if his head is moving or not. And again, do not bend that left wrist through the putting stroke. Um, Make the putting stroke with the shoulders by rocking them back and forth. Keep the backswing as short as possible, but long enough to get the golf ball to the hole, and focus on making this stroke or a stroke with the same tempo or cadence between every stroke. So that's it. Here's Jaden and Tom Nelson signing off for this week. Good luck, and look forward to seeing you at the next lesson.